So, Cougar, my question for you.
Yep.
Who do you think's going to win the plate?
Who I think is going to win the plate?
Yeah, who's winning the plate this year?
Wow.
A little closer.
God, wow, that is a tough question.
Because the field is super wide.
It is very wide open.
It's
God.
super wide. It's wide open this year.
I honestly don't know. It's like, I mean, it's only like been 6 weeks in this season. It's like, who's going to win the plate? It's like, it's much easier to know as to who's going to win the cup.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's maybe slightly easier with the Twain, but the plate. Oh God, I can't honestly. I can't think of an answer right now.
Yeah, you're good. Give me
No.
top three though. Can you give me a top three?
God, you can put me on the spot here.
No, you're all good, brother.
Jeez Louise, who's gonna win the plate? I suppose it seems kind of safe. I guess Soda Jerks, Screamers, and Corksuckers.
Okay.
But that is. There's no rhyme or reason why I have those three in no particular order.
Yeah,
I have that to win a plate.
There's like 8
My
competitors, 10 competitors for it.
Yeah,
So it's like pick a name out of a hat almost.
Right, exactly. So
Right.
that's what I think off the cuff. Yeah. So.
Oh, hey. No, don't leave. No, it's fine. Come on in. Welcome in. You've caught us at the perfect time because sitting with me this week is Jason Hwang, also better known as Cougar. So I wanted to welcome you guys to A Kick Down Memory Lane, episode 2, where we talk about the triumphs, tears, the bumps and bruises, the bloody knuckles, and the roses and flowers, too, of the greatest kickball league in America.
Yeah.
Played right here in Lawrence, America, KVKL, the Kaw Valley Kickball League. I'm your host, Brooks Robertson, and with me today is a man who really needs no introduction, Cougar,
Yeah.
Jason Hwang. Welcome.
Thank you, Brooks. Thanks for having me on this. I love to talk nostalgia about past seasons and about this wonderful league that I've been a part of for golly like 25 years ish. So this is maybe not that long.
Yeah, man.
But,
Community though.
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome. So
Yeah.
thanks for having me there, Brooks.
So I guess just to start us off, man.
Yeah.
What is KVKL really? What has it meant to you over the years? Kind of.
What's meant to me over the years is just being a sense of a community. Because from the very beginning, I just joined this league as a rec league. Because like kickball is something to do over the summer back in 2004. It's like, okay, I'll join this. But over the years, like playing season after season, with teammates and opposing players of these other teams, I have gained so many fantastic friends over the years. It's not really about winning and losing. Like foremost, yeah. Obviously, you want to win each game as much as possible.
Of course, yeah.
But it's just getting to know these people. In the league, playing every week. Playing with each other, against each other, and then watching other games as well, and just seeing like it's like everyone that's living in this town become a community. Basically, not play a kid's sport. Basically, have given to local charities, and really help each other out because outside kickball is like people go through tough times as well, and and good times as well, and like people come together to support them, good or bad, to wherever their situation is, more so off the field than on the field.
Yeah.
So it's just that's why that's really amazed me, being part of this league, over the years. It's much more than just a rec league that we play just during the summer. It's fantastic.
Yeah, man. I got some chills after all that, man.
Yeah.
And you say it's not about winning and losing, but it is amazing how, striving for something together as a team really builds that community, that togetherness, that oneness that so many of the best teams, or that feeling that so many of them are able to curate.
Absolutely. Like some of these the best teams in our league they have played with each other for many years. A lot the core players have remained the same for a lot of years. Yeah, they picked up players either new teams or from other teams in our league, and how they gel as far as playing together at a high level. By the same token, what I love about it is like these other teams that aren't quite the elite teams that try to build something together as well.
Yeah.
Now, what as the end results, sometimes it could be better than it was in previous years. Sometimes it's the same. Sometimes it's worse. But what's great about it is like people aren't like really ingrained only by the wins and losses to determine like how they take the league in for themselves. It's like you're part of this team. You have your teammates there, and if you become better each season and with the same group of people, each year. I mean, that's sense of feeling. It's great.
Yeah.
Even if you're not the team that you once were, but you're still with the same core of peoples, over the years there, it's still something to be a part of, like every season.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and, like it's something to do like for everyone to break away from monotony. Or each week, every Sunday is escape for everyone.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
and heck yeah, it is. I wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
who's the person that introduced you to the league?
It's funny enough. It's whomever. Okay, we introduced us to the league. It was KJHK 90.7 FM. Of course, that's a student radio station
and
here.
You were working there.
I was part of the sports staff. I was, and someone. It was very the last because we have a staff meeting for everyone each month.
Yeah.
It was May of 2004, and someone mentioned that like, hey, let you know, whoever it was, I don't know the person's name or at all. He said, hey, we have this like kickball league that's going, to come up this summer, come up and go on the sign up sheet. So forth.
So some nameless individual.
Some nameless individual just introduced to me.
They were putting together a team, weren't they?
They had a team. They had a team.
They had a team.
They already had a team in 2003.
Okay.
So
which was season 2.
Season 2 at KJHK, correct.
It was Jensen's KJHK. What was the relationship there?
Great question there. So originally it was just KJHK. I guess I don't know how KJHK and the what used to be no longer exists, Jensen's Liquor, form a team back in 2004. RP Jensen's Liquor's right. It's I think it was 9th and like not Illinois or somewhere around there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. How they came together, I don't know how they came and formed a partnership. I really do not know. When I first kind of showed up for our first game there, guess what I realized? I was the only one from KJHK on that team.
Yeah.
Period. The rest were Jensen's Liquor. Our official name was the K Jensen's HK.
Yeah.
Might as well be just Jensen's Liquor. And here's Cougar.
Right.
I mean that was it. So that's kind of funny how that came about. My very first season in the league, where even though there's like 100 of us at the staff meeting for KJHK, the last one of the season because it's May, and it was announced over there, only one, that's me, showed up for it. So yeah.
Yeah.
And what's funny is about what KJHK is that they the previous season 2003 they did the broadcast for the the championship game.
Yeah.
So that's the part.
Oh, really?
They did, yes.
Okay.
It was between Rudy's Pizzeria and Waddleneck, the Wah Sushi Restaurant. I think no longer exists.
Yeah.
And
downtown.
Downtown, also
they had
Bottleneck.
like 3 seasons of transition where they were like Wah, Waddleneck, Bottleneck.
And then Bottleneck,
right?
correct.
Right.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Do you know, because I know our beloved first commissioner in spirit, Miss Wynn, initially reached out to a lot of bars, restaurants downtown.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious how KJHK sort of got into the mix early, especially knowing that most of the team didn't even work
That's
there.
a great question. See, I wish I had the answer. I really wish I had the answer how KJHK came about into the league back in 2003. Like, who introduced them? Who was first starting out? Like, I wish I had the answer.
Yeah.
Because I guess whoever was the KJHK's team like 2003, none of them returned. It's possibly it's because they graduated or that they just lost interest at the first season. I don't know. I wish I could reach out to somewhere out in the universe like, hey, if you play the 2003 KJHK KVKL team, please let me know and see what the history, how it came about, because I have like zero zero evidence
You
of
don't
that at
even
all.
know who introduced you
No,
to it. It's hilarious.
yeah, exactly. It's just some random person for the very
Somehow.
final
Hey,
end of
that's how
staff
you.
meeting in May of 2004. It
Yeah.
was.
Hey,
Yeah.
happenstance. Lucky
Happenstance. Exactly
circumstance,
right.
man. That's
Exactly right.
beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So tell me who was on that team, that KJHK team. Anyone who's in the league still?
No, there's no one in the league still. The one that stayed in the league in the longest was Curtis McCoy, aka
Okay.
Candlepants.
Candlepants.
Because he was there like for a couple seasons,
Yeah.
and then like it's 2005. KJHK and Jensen's Liquor, broke away, which fine, I was by myself with KJHK, and I guess I don't know how I got a team of KJHK. I guess I did. And then Jensen's Liquor did their own thing, and they actually won the title, beating Love Garden in South Park in 2005. After that, I think in 2006, Curtis McCoy, Candlepants, he formed his own team, Range Life Records.
Okay.
He did that for 2 or 3 seasons, and then it became Mario Chalmers's.
Oh.
And yeah, and that's they became a team until, holy smokes, like 2018, 19 or something like that. I don't quote me on this. I know, Aaron Adams has the timeline for all those teams there,
Right.
but he's the only one that might from the original Jensen's HK Liquor. It was Curtis
their
McCoy.
captain that whole time.
He was their captain the whole time. Yes, he was. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So that's the only one that remained in the league for a long time. That was there with there's some Jensen's Liquor that stayed on, won the title after like 2 or 3 seasons. That was also part of my teammate back in 2004. But the one the longest was Curtis McCoy. Yeah.
So, what was your role on that first year? What position did you play first?
I played pitcher.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and trust me, the role of pitcher back in the early years 2004, 2005 is not nearly what it is like now in 2025. Oh gosh, no.
Tell me about it.
It's literally just pitching the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, the defensive, assignments or responsibilities was nowhere near what it is now. Yeah, there are times that's where like bunting was hardly there
because nothing was written down in these days, right?
No, nothing was written down.
Was there
no.
any end of play? So it was still within the grasp of the pitcher.
What's that? If the ball as a grasp of the pitcher, like everything stopped.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
It still had that. But as far as like there was no set rules, like heck, there wasn't even a rule book. As far as whether you had to be in the diamond, in the defensive diamond, or wherever they could be. It's like, I mean, it was very, very like not strict with rules back in the early days as it is now, as it should be now.
How did teams play back then? Did they just kick away, or
they just
how much
pretty
were
much
we thinking about it back then?
Not much. As for strategy, like really not much. They thought it was like it's just more, I guess, more like baseball and softball, and just kick, and run, kick to areas, place kick, run, and so forth. That was about it. Like bunting, like there was bunting, just not obviously not as prevalent as is in 2025.
Yeah,
but it's like strategy. It was not as, if you call it, sophisticated as it is now in 2025. So, yeah, that was about it. Yeah, it's just like that back then. Like, I think that you were allowed one female to be on the team. You had to have
at least one.
At least one. I believe that was the case. Yes. So yeah, there was no defense encroachment. Back in the day, there's no lines because we're all playing on grass.
Right, exactly.
So nothing like that. And catcher's boxes, like there was no like rules about movement or reaching out or this or that. It was just basically softball, but baseball rules: fair, foul, safe, out,
right,
whatever it may be. As far as interference for the runner and the fielder and so forth, and definitely no 8 feet interference line going to first base for the runner.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. So
pitcher early on.
Yeah.
So tell me, what other positions have you played a lot of over the years?
Over the years, Jesus.
I heard. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
This
go
may
ahead.
be apocryphal, but I have heard
Yeah.
that you were a hell of a third baseman back in the day.
I don't know about hell of a third base. I did play third base.
Yeah.
Was I a hell of a third base? I always have a hell of a third. I did have an arm. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
not nearly as is not like gosh, I never had an arm, but the ball got there.
Yeah.
I got outs.
Hey.
Yeah. Like my old teammate Joel Kelly,
Yeah.
who's been in the league for many years. Now he's up in Minnesota. You know, he played with now it's Lawrence Shirt Factory or Sacred Sword and stuff like that. He maintains that he had a welt on his chest because of a ball that I threw to him. It's like I didn't think I threw the ball that hard, or maybe the ball was hard itself where it hit him, where he let the ball travel his chest. I'm like, so a hell of a third baseman I was. No, I did play third base for a season or two for KJHK.
Yeah.
Much easier then because
it
was not much
third
strategy.
baseman's got the world on their back.
Yeah, world on their back now, exactly. But back then, there's responsibility. It was the most important position. But I mean, gosh, if you had a league that had Cougar playing third base, I mean, that just shows how the league was as far as like competitive wise was back in 2004, 2005. It's like you put Cougar at third base 2025. Just give him the old theater hook and just get him out.
Sure.
Yeah, just like do if it's on a bad performance on stage.
We're not ready to talk about retirement yet. We still have to get through your whole career, brother.
Oh yeah, of course.
So tell me about your welcome to the league moment. The first moment where you realized that KVKL was something special, that it was maybe more than just a kickball league.
More than just a kickball league. Well, that's a great question there. Okay, this may sound kind of selfish as far as welcome to the league is how I got my nickname Cougar.
Okay.
I think that showed like how the league, so, and I'll tell you this silly story how I got this nickname Cougar. All right.
Okay, let's hear it.
So it's the first game of the season. We're Edgewood East, and I don't know what team we're playing. And like I haven't played kickball since middle school.
Right. This is first year.
First year, yeah.
Okay.
First game at Edgewood East. And it turns out we're beating the bejesus out of this team, and I am geeked up.
Yeah.
My goodness. So it's like I was the 8th or 9th inning, and I got the first base. My old teammate James Aarons, and he doesn't play anymore. He's up the kick, and I am like really geeked up. Even being up by however many runs, it's double digits. I was like, "Come on, James, let's do this. Let's do this. Don't let up. Don't let up." And I am screaming, and I'm like. It's like I'm yelling, saying like look at the other team. They're bleeding. They're dragging their leg. They're dragging their leg. They're bleeding. They're bleeding. Stop it. Well, I didn't say that part. I said go after them like a wounded deer. They're dragging their leg like a wounded deer.
My God.
I don't know how that came to my head.
Yeah.
Like a wounded deer. I have no idea. And then like my Curtis McCoy, the captain. For somehow he thought of this nickname for me because of this diatribe I went on at first base. There was no disrespect to the other team. I was not. I was just like hyped, like just totally geeked up.
Yeah.
And Curtis McCoy just thought his nickname was like, what goes after a wounded deer?
Right. He saw
a cougar.
He saw
a cougar.
and
then they all gave me this name, Cougar. And I thought, okay, it's a Cougar. And all of a sudden, this nickname, it just ballooned. And everyone else, like, slowly and surely, calling me Cougar. It's like, okay. It's like, I guess this is my nickname and so forth. So, and I never asked me,
Had you ever had a nickname before?
Well, yeah, I have with my last name because my last name is Hwang. So there's of course there's different jokes about my last name,
middle school last.
Oh, middle school last and so forth. But
I
had anything variations as Wong and so forth. There's that. But anything like Cougar, nothing like that. No. But yeah, just more and more people in the league, just keep calling me Cougar. Cougar. It's like I was like. It's not as if I told other people, it's like, hey, I have a nickname Cougar from now on. You should call me Cougar.
Right.
Like, no, that was never the case at all. And now that everyone's calling me Cougar, it's like, oh, okay. I guess people calling me Cougar is like, Okay, fine, that's fine. Even though, of course, the connotation of Cougar is like, oh, it's an older woman that goes after younger men and blah blah blah, haha.
Sure,
But
sure.
but really for me, I'm like, okay, this
They
is my
also go
nickname.
after deer.
Go after who else would go after deer? Exactly, it's true.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, it's my nickname, and I guess that's my welcome to the league moment.
Sure.
Is that even though it's just little old me, I was nowhere close to being the best player.
Yeah.
And I was a really good team, but nowhere like that. They all gave me this nickname. It was like, wow. It's like, I guess this isn't like the welcome to the league moment
Right.
for me. It's like,
Yeah.
so
It was a warm hug right away.
It was. I was so surprised. Like in 2004, this came so quickly, and gosh, like 20 some odd years later, they call me Cougar. I always joke all the time. It's like I don't even know if 15% of the league actually know my government name.
Yeah.
85% like I don't know what his actual name is. Like it's just Cougar.
Right,
It's
that's
like
just
I don't
Cougar.
know. It's just Cougar. It's not Jason. It's like who's Jason? It's like
Right.
so. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's my welcome to the league moment was with that. It's just,
Yeah,
so,
sure. Thanks for that, man.
Of course,
Thanks for that.
yeah. So,
So we've already alluded to it a little bit in a couple of different ways,
mhm.
but just the ways that the league looked different early on. You know?
Yeah.
When do you feel? Is there a moment, like a year, that you kind of pin to as sort of the transition moment? Like before this year, that's early. After this year, that's like mid-era or later.
That's a good question. Boy, that's a really good question.
I've heard like 2008, 2009.
That sounds about right.
out.
2008. You know what? That sounds about right. And the reason why it changed eras is that back in 2008 there was a team called First Blood. It was kind of like the super team. These different players from different teams that came together for that was 2008.
Like if Bad Astra played in the league.
What's that?
Like if Bad Astra played
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
league.
Kind of like that, exactly. So before that, yeah, there was competitive teams. You had, a Papakino, which is now, Lawrence Shore Factory.
Yeah.
You had Love Garden, who became Billy's Constructed back to Love Garden. You had Eastsiders, like those that won the titles. Those are the big
Eastsiders became
Eastsiders, technically,
Kansas Street Care, right?
No, well, it's kind of dispute what Eastsiders became. It Kansas Tree Care, or it became was now Woost. So
I see.
I think it's more for me. It's more so Woost.
Okay.
I think like Kansas Tree Care, they kind of broke away, like in 2011.
Yeah.
I think so. I know there's different, opinions about that. So.
Back on track.
Yeah,
We
but
had,
so back
construction. We had
but back to 2008, or the super team came in. That was First Blood. I think that's really what changed as far as like the competitiveness. Not just I guess like someone say the beer league. Like
Right.
you mentioned, they're the first commissioner getting all these bars and restaurants and so forth. That it's like, wow, this is now different. It's like they're gearing up to win that title.
Yeah.
And it was First Blood 2008, and then Sun Creation 2009, and they ended up going to the championship game. Unfortunately for them, they lost to, the Lawrence Shirt Factory franchise.
Yeah.
And they got their first two titles there. So yeah, that was the first time I think it would change eras where it became like, wow, this is a different league. It's competitive.
Yeah.
And so forth. So I think that was it. And I think another way that also changed a little bit was our commissioner, Phil Mitchell, who was to be on Love Garden. I think it was 2000 and I think it was 11 or 12. Like he changed the schedule. They changed the schedule. It was more randomized back then, Brooks.
Yeah.
Is that it's more like it's preseason rankings, and you had like different divisions, and you group them up. Like the top ones in each of those divisions are number 1 and 2s and 3s and 4s and 5s and whatever it might be.
Right, and you seed into a
different
pool.
Right, different
through
pool.
the season. Right?
Correct. Yeah, divisional play the first 5 weeks, and then pool play the next 5 weeks. Like if you finish in the 1s, the first 5 weeks, then you play other teams that finish in the 1s and divisions.
But back in the day, it was just randomized.
It was all randomized. It was just all regular season. It's weeks 1 through 10, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then you go into the postseason. That's all it was. How they came to the schedule, no idea.
Huh.
No idea how they did it. Like I was not the commissioner back then. I'm sure if you ask those previous commissioners, they would tell you how they did the schedule. So that was another way that newer era that has changed that way. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And playing on different fields too. So
Yeah.
you're from the time where all games were played on grass.
I was, yeah,
Right.
I was.
Tell me about, the fields we played on back then, water tower. Is there a field from back then that you have a certain nostalgia for?
uh, that's a really good question. If you talk about fellow like quote old heads that's been in the league,
Yeah.
for all these years, these grass fields, some of them will have nostalgia.
Yeah.
Whether they talk about South Park, whether they talk about Edgewood,
Yeah.
whether they talk about Water Tower Park, whether they talk about Dad Perry Park, or and these other grass fields, Hillcrest.
Yeah.
Oh God, Hillcrest Elementary. There's other grass fields. I personally, as the nostalgia, I don't, and
Yeah.
you know why? It's
Tell me.
because I did not like. I found like things. I'm more like cynical. Wrong with these grass fields.
Yeah.
First of all, some of these didn't have restrooms. Like
Oh,
Woodlawn Elementary up north. That was
Yeah.
what's on the grass field. Woodlawn Elementary, Edgewood, and Water Park, no restrooms.
Yeah.
So if you had to go in the middle of the game, you could get yourself
It's like,
in
yeah.
trouble. Get a ticket
Run
for
into
a
the-
public urination or go
Did
to
that
a
ever
darn
happen
bush.
to anyone?
Oh, I'm sure people did it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, of course people did it, but anyone get ticketed? Is what
I don't
I'm
think
saying.
anyone got ticketed. I don't believe so. I don't think someone did. Luckily.
Constant, ever-present fear, though.
Of course, I'm constant fear. I'm like, oh God, it's like someone's gonna go report on me, some neighbor, so forth,
Right.
And then I'll get a ticket for a public urination.
No, I used to live next to the Hawk. It's people peeing in your front yard isn't a ton of fun.
Hawk. Oh,
so,
jeez, yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's
not a lot of fun.
No, I believe it's not. But nostalgia. The grass fields like. Way I didn't like playing on grass, back then, and now I really don't like playing on grass because
More bugs. It's itchy.
more bugs, more itchy. The grass feels, I mean, it's uneven.
Oh, that's a
So
good
you're
point, too.
asking, you could hurt yourself, running because you could step on something, you could roll an ankle. Pitching at some of these fields is an absolute nightmare, especially
Yeah.
Water Tower Park. There's that trench right over there that's hard to pitch. It'll just bounce around like a freaking pinball.
Yeah.
And so forth. The bases, you can't see the bases if the grass is not maintained or manicured well, mowed. How can you see the bases? Like,
Yeah.
there's the base. You have to go pay attention to it. Also, the bases move, which is kind of dangerous, and also because
Sliding on the grass.
sliding on the grass
Yeah.
there. Well, I know it's easy to slide on the grass, but getting the base, like if you get on there, it's like you could hurt yourself doing that. Foul. Yeah, we have cones that was like 20 feet out from first base and third base. They kind of mark them, but it's like if you try to kick one there, if you're reffing, it's like good luck.
Yeah.
As far as fair foul, because they weren't always best marked because of the grass.
Yeah.
So nostalgia, those fields. I mean,
Not
it's
as
more-
much.
on the actual field itself. No, I know it's funny because like Amber Lord of D Holes
Yeah.
talked about the nostalgia of those grass fields. I know KC has a Kristen Colhan Sandstrom from not Sasquatch, come on, JB's Cali Fusion talking about nostalgia playing those grass fields, and I respond, I'm like, oh heck no! It's here's the reason probably
Right,
this
no
this
from
this.
me.
No, here's
Yeah.
the reasons why. Dot 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 dot. And if you ask them to a T, would they agree? Or most of them agree? Yeah. But again, they have more nostalgia, which I understand
Sure.
of playing those grass fields because of the memories.
So the full transition to dirt happened in 09, 10, somewhere around there.
It might have been a little bit later, but yeah, sorry, I don't have the years in front of me. Yeah,
No,
but
you're good.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a transition to dirt where played over there at Holcomb Park over the 27th aisle.
Yeah.
Played over there at the Lions on 4th and Lions Street, and then some on YSC is where we currently play now.
Because at this point we were rocking high 20s, 30 teams, right?
Yeah, high 20s, like low 30s number of teams. Yeah, that's about
People
right.
would still convene at Hobbs, even because it's really nice being out at YSC for all the games.
It is because they're all they're all in the same complex. 1, 2,
Right.
3,
We're
4,
all
5,
out
6, 7,
there,
8. Correct.
and we
yeah.
all head to Hobbs.
Right. Correct.
But I've also heard about the early days with like South Park being kind of where the game of the week, quote unquote, would be, and then people convening back there, kind of that, exodus to one field kind of thing.
Yeah.
Seeing that carry over in kind of that next era, and then so tell me more about like when Hobbs really started becoming I don't know. It feels like the center of our world in
Yeah,
some ways
it
now.
is. So the Hobbs became, the season that we had Game of the Week over at Hobbs, or we used Hobbs, was 2006.
Yeah.
Because the last championship game that we used, because we always use South Park as
Yeah.
the championship game. The last season we did the championship game there was 2005. That was between Love Garden, and we talked about before, no longer existing. That's Jensen's Liquor, was Jensen's Liquor beat Love Garden.
Yeah.
So the early days, it caught on pretty quickly. It's
Yeah.
it's under the lights. You're in an actual stadium,
Definitely.
and like people thought like, oh, this is great, and the crowds were really really good, back then, and the Game of the Week. I mean, it just kind of like on like wildfire. It was like jackpot.
Yeah.
So people loved it. Convened, went over there. Of course, drank and. Probably
all the good
probably
stuff.
smoked.
All the fun stuff.
But yeah, about the
Sure.
fun stuff there. But it kind of quickly, and whoever came with the idea of the Hobbs, I wish I knew who did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's arguably
Match
the
made
best
in
idea.
heaven.
Our
Match
match
made
made
in
in heaven. It's arguably the best idea ever in KVKL history. It's
Yeah.
got to be up there.
Yeah.
So it's gosh, it's like going on to almost 20 years.
Yeah.
It's happened. Yeah. So
Love you, Hobbs.
love you, Hobbs is right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So take me through, man. K Jensen's HK
Yep.
into KJHK. Were
Yep.
you the captain of that team?
So back in 2005, I was the assistant captain of KJHK.
Yeah.
Then 2007. Oh, I have it right here, by the way.
Let's see it. Let's see
I
it.
have it right here. This is the shirt of KJHK here. If I can get this going here. Here it is. This is KJHK. That's what it was. I was.
Can I hold it?
Yes, you may. This is the. I was the assistant captain in 2005, and then captain in 2006. Yep, that's.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. My last name and.
Yeah, baby,
Number
that's
27.
nice.
Yeah. And I always did the C, by the way. If you look at the C for captain,
Yeah.
of all the teams that I've been a part of, and then now being a sponsor, I always made sure there was the letter C for captain. And I think just all those days of watching, hockey,
Yeah.
National Hockey League, they always had the letter C for captain. So I was there for a couple seasons for KJHK from 2005 2006. Then 2007, I was at Brew Ballers, which is. Now that's technically Screamers, because that was Brew Ballers was 23rd Street Brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was there for a season, and then it was only for the one season. 2008, I believe it was a West Coast Saloon. Unfortunately, I don't have the jersey for that. I apologize for that.
Oh, you're good, man.
That's here.
Yeah.
And then 2009, I was with. Whatchamacallit, a Slow Ride,
Yeah.
which is now
Basil Leaf. Thunder Kicks,
that was Thunder Kicks, and that was which is now, I guess,
Electric Eels.
no,
Wog.
Electric Eel was actually a different.
Oh, am I mixing those two up?
You
Okay.
are, yeah. So
Okay. Whoop.
it was Thunder Kicks, Slow Ride, and it was Posh Wash.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Posh
and
Wog.
now
That's
technically,
now
I guess now
Cypress
technically it's
Wog.
Wog.
Yeah.
Cypress TBK and Wog. Then 2010, I was on East Siders.
Okay.
There for a season, which, and then 2011-12, I was with Channel 6 Toe Pokes. This
So
is
that's
right
a
here.
sick jersey.
Yes,
Here, I'll
thank
hold
you.
this one
Yep.
up. Yeah, this one's cool.
Yeah, it is. So I was with Channel 6 Toe Pokes from 2011 and 12. No, by the way, no roles as anything like being a captain of Brew
Number
Ballers,
4,
West
baby.
Coast Saloon, Slow Ride, and
That's slick.
Channel 6 Toe Pokes. Thank you.
The
So I was
sleeves.
not no roles there. That was 11 and 12. Then 2013, I became part of the Bulletproof Tigers.
Okay. And
That's
tell me
right
about
here.
Bulletproof Tigers.
So
history.
Bulletproof Tigers, at one point, they were Todd Tractor.
dope.
Oh yeah, yeah. They gave me a tank top, which is scary in my body type. Don't worry, I wore an undershirt underneath it.
Tiger on a tank, baby.
Tiger tank, yeah. So they were Todd Tractor back in 2009, and they were 10. And they're also Lawrence Gangrene as well.
Okay.
And so
Who
that
was
was
their captain?
jeez, their captain when I was there, it was Andy Massey. Yeah, when I was in
Okay.
2013, yeah. And unfortunately, in 2013, 12 going to 13, part of no, it was 2012 Bulletproof retired. Then 13. What sucks is that everyone left.
Oh, the
I
team?
yes, I thought it. As we have a team and so forth, everyone just left for
Yeah.
what reason I don't know. There was me and someone else, a lady who was going to stay, although she didn't play at all. That stay with Bulletproof Tigers, but like
Yeah.
nothing. I was all by myself. So I was like, oh, crud.
Yeah.
So like, what am I gonna do? I'm stuck with this team. I wasn't gonna be captain. Oh no, I'm sorry. Andy Massey was to be captain. I was to be assistant captain. It was me and him. Then he left
Yeah.
before the season started. So I was screwed.
Yeah.
I had nobody there. It's like, who am I gonna? I can't have a team by myself.
Yeah.
So what the hell am I supposed to do? This is back in 2013. Luckily, I had the help of CJ Kai, who remembers Sun Creations of First Blood 2009.
Yeah.
He was he and Kathy Triplett. She was on what's it called Kansas Tree Care, which is now Invictus Fitness. They helped me recruit like all these people.
Yeah.
To come to Bulletproof Tigers, and the one person that came back from the league previously was Andrea Chavez, who's now the captain of the Ball Beavers.
Yeah.
So she came on with the Bulletproof Tiger back in 2013 because she was a previous captain what used to be Ball Beavers back then.
Yeah.
But I think they disbanded back in 2011. I think.
Okay.
So I think she didn't play for a couple
First
seasons.
Bald Beavers run.
The first Ball Beavers run, yeah, she was
Okay.
captain the entire time. But she came on to be part of Bulletproof Tigers, 2013. And then 2014, I could grab this. I apologize.
So all of these people get brought in. Bulletproof Tigers.
Bulletproof Tigers, yeah.
So
brand
you are
new.
the captain, though.
I am the captain, yeah. All of a sudden, like, all of a sudden,
all of a
you're the
sudden,
captain. I was like,
just out of
okay. So yeah. And what's funny about that, Brooks, is that the time I was captain at, sorry, going back, at KJHK in 2006. For me, I had a miserable time. It's because we weren't very good, which I didn't bother me. But the time, the one that really was a sour note is that we had to forfeit a game because not enough people showed up for on there.
That's always my least favorite part.
Not enough people showed up. No,
waiting that 30 minutes before the game starts, waiting for everyone to get there.
Exactly,
dude, it's the worst.
It is the absolute worst. And we had to forfeit that game, and we had to do a scrimmage anyway to this team, which I felt we were better than that. And it was and guess what happened at quote scrimmage? Even though we were short players,
yeah,
we shut them out like 9-10-0.
Yeah.
So I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
As a week forfeit the game, we pretty much should have won.
The game you should have won.
We should have won because not enough people showed up. So other things happened that season. Not the players. The players that were there were fine. As far as I wasn't mad at the players. As far as their attitudes or this or this or this or this. We weren't very good. So and I knew we weren't very good. So I wasn't gonna be ticked off and said big boss why are we losing? Why are we this? I recognize very you know what, we're not very good, and I was fine with. Other thing, but the people that were on the team were great, and all that. But as far as some of the things being captain back then, put a sour taste in my mouth where I'm like, you know what, I don't want to be captain anymore. I just want to play, and that's it.
Yeah,
then,
I get that feeling.
Fast forward, to 2013, the Bulletproof Tigers. No,
Records
14. Yeah, 13 Tiger. You're the captain. I'm like, okay, I guess I have to be the tech captain with all these players who are brand new. Other than Andrea Chavez, I had never met any of them before.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, they were awesome.
Yeah.
They were there every week, but they had good spirits, good attitude, be there. Did we win all the time? No, we weren't very good, but they were awesome.
Yeah. Who else? So Andrea was on that team. Who else was on that team?
Also on that team was Jeff Hauber.
Okay.
Who's also a Ball Beaver, who's there on the franchise with me until 2021. So also on the team was Colin Flanders,
Okay.
who I don't think he's playing this year, or he was. It's on Post House.
Okay.
So Colin Flanders was on that team as well. So I'm trying to remember those who were on the team back then, if they're still playing league right now. So those are one: Andrew Chavez, Jeff Hopper, and Colin Flanders. Those are the ones that were on that Bulletproof Tigers back in 2013.
Yeah.
Wait.
And
No,
this is
14,
the team that became
14,
Mahomes, right?
The homies.
The homies.
Yeah. So
homies first, then Mahomies.
correct. So give me a second. So 11, 12 was Channel 6.
Yeah.
13 was the Bulletproof Tigers. That's where I became. I one season there. Sorry. 14 was the Bulletproof Tigers here. So 2013. I was like had no role. Sorry, I'm going backwards.
No, you're fine.
The 2013 Bulletproof Tigers. I was on that team. Were we any good? No, but no one on that team is playing in the league.
Right, you got a bunch of first timers, a bunch of people playing together for the first time, and it sounds like you guys gelled.
Yeah, decently. Yeah. But the next season they all left. That's 14. That became captain of Bluefoot Time. But 15, this is where I became the Nick Lerner's homies, which is right here. So we changed teams because Nick Lerner, of course, of Red Lion, he approached me the off season between 14.
With the sleeve decal of that.
Yep. So he did. That's a blue with a blue car press.
Yep.
So give me a second to think. So 11, 12 was Channel 6. 13 Blue Retired. 14 was Nick Lerner's homies. So also between 13 and 14, it was the end of the year party over there at the old Abe and Jake's.
Yeah.
The end of the season party. Nick Lerner approached me. He's like, "How would you feel about me sponsoring a team?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, great. I'll make it happen. You're still the captain."
I'm asking because
yeah, and that's why I'm asking. Like, so yeah, sponsor team, great, and then we'll change the team name to Nick Lerner's homies. Yeah,
are one of these you?
None of those are me. Although
okay,
the
are
one,
you sure?
no, I'm positive. Yeah,
okay.
The one they think is me is this guy. Although I'm not sure it is. Yeah, that's not me.
Okay, that's this guy over here with the sunglasses.
Oh God, that's me.
Over on my side.
First of all, there's no head enough. Giant enough to fit. If it's had to
I don't know. This guy does have a pretty big head.
No, the guy's got to take up the whole shirt.
It's wide. Okay, sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. It's okay. So in 15, I became Nick Lerner's homies. So I was a captain there, and I had some successes. I mean, a little bit more. We did win the boot in 2000, and I think it was 16.
You got two boots.
We have two boots, correct. The years, yeah. Oh my God, my memory sucks right now. We have two boots. One with the Nick Lerner's homies. We beat Liberty Hall. We shut them out like 13-0, which I was shocked that it was over the Haas. 2000. Oh gosh, it was like 16 or 17. Like don't quote me on that. And
was that the first year that they did the boot?
Was that the first year they did the boot? It might have been. Oh my God, my memory absolutely sucks right now. I know on the boot trophy it shows. It might be the second year we won the boot. It has on the years
on the back.
Yeah, on the back it'll show the years that won the boot. Yeah. So, anyways, with the homies, some successes there.
Yeah.
As far as the old schedule, you were in the 6s. We were in the 5s, so it was fine. At one point, I thought we were in the 4s, but no, in the 5s or 6s, it's fine. So, it went okay. So again, the people are great. There. Andrew Chavez was there still with me, and then Jeff Hopper was still with me.
Yeah.
At that time, Colin Flanders, after the 14 season, he left for I believe it was Chalmers's, I believe, or Red Lion. I forgot which one. So, and then we changed. And then the homies here. I got walk. Sorry, off camera. Sorry.
Sure. No, you're fine. Let's see it.
Here it is. And then we came to Mahomies back in I think it was
nice.
I think it was in it was in 19, I think. We changed it to the Patrick Mahomes
during the meteoric rise.
Yeah, exactly, precisely right. Because they made fun of me because it's in Patrick Mahomes, named after Patrick Mahomes, of course, the quarterback of the Chiefs, is that by having this, you better not curse the team and getting Patrick Mahomes hurt. I was like,
Oh.
oh God, it's like you could put that pressure on me. But and the one that changed the name to Patrick Mahomes was someone that used to be on the team, Rashad Spicer. He wanted to change the name, change his color scheme to the Chiefs,
Yeah.
so forth. Which I was fine, even though I'm not Chiefs. I'm a longtime 49ers
Yeah,
fan. But I was like, you
Niners
know what?
fan.
Yeah, but
We don't have to get into it.
No, that's
but-
okay. That's okay. That's okay. But as far as going changing the Chiefs colors, like you know what? That's cool with me. Changing to Patrick Mahomes, that's witty. Let's go with that. Same type of successes there. Like we won the boot. Walk off against a team against no longer exists. It was Astro Kitty.
Yeah.
On that team,
Which
that's
was
still
also Space Pussy.
and all that. Yeah, precisely. Also on that team that's still playing the league was Liz Carr and
Really?
KCS. Yeah, she was on the team.
Really?
Commissioner Carr was on the team, and also Casey, Kristen Colhan Sandstrom.
Yeah.
They were on the team as well. I'm trying to think if anybody else was on that Astro Kitty team. Eddie Munoz, who was on R-Bar, he doesn't play anymore. He was on that team as well. And on the Mahomes there, like those are still playing the league now. Let's see. You have a lot of the Bald Beavers. You have Anthony Jones was there. You have Anna Varney Anna Varney was there. Alexander Rose Clails was there. Sam Smith is there on the Bald Beavers.
Yeah.
And Prawith, I can't pronounce his last name. It starts with the letter S. It's a long one. On the Mahomes, he's also Bald Beavers as well.
Yeah.
And also on the Mahomes there are the captain, the assistant captain of the Tropics, of Ryan and Matthew Pendry.
Yeah.
They're on the Mahomes as well and did that.
So then tell me about the transition then, because you retired.
I retired back in 2021. Yes, that
21.
now I remember. So we were trying to go for back-to-back boot titles. So it was 19. We won the boot, beat Astro Kitty.
Yeah.
2020 was canceled because of COVID.
Right.
21 was the boot final against Hookah House, which no longer exists. After that game, I knew pretty much right away that I was retiring from being a captain, from being playing as well, because I've played since 2004. I've been a captain since 2014. So 7 seasons where I was like, I knew it was like I was
hands
done.
in.
Hands on stuff where I was not much to give. It's nothing to do with the players where they cause the stress and so forth. It's more,
of course not.
It's more of me. It's like all these years, because there's this, Brooks. There's so many things to do as captain, on the field, off the field, behind the scenes. There's so many things. The responsibility of being a captain.
Yeah.
But you had to take on the responsibility. And 7 years, I knew that I had nothing else to give as captain. So that's where the transition. I approached Ryan Pendry and I said, he played with me for 3 or 4 seasons with the Mahomes. Like, you know what? I'm retiring as captain. I'm retiring as playing. I'm handing the reins to you as a captain. So that was after the 2021 season where and then I, of course, sent the email. Here's the thing. I'm sorry. I wanted to meet most of the Bald Beavers in person, instead tell them in person that we're going a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm retiring as captain and playing. I'm going to hand the reins over to Ryan, but I never got that chance. I live in Overland Park. It's hard for me to gather effort together in Lawrence with me to find a time to meet everyone. To tell them in person. I wanted to. I tried to make things happen as far as arranging it, but also with COVID, it's kind of hard to gather together.
Start a super spreader event.
Exactly right.
Well,
so
it sounds like they landed on their feet.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I sent the email that February. I told everyone saying that I was retiring captain, and this is that that Ryan Pendry is going to be the captain, and you can make a decision either staying on the team, or you can basically go on to other teams.
Yeah.
And luckily for the Bald Beavers is that it has some time. I felt bad for them because I thought
they brought in some folks that next year, like Malloy and some other.
Malloy
people,
was
right?
Malloy. Actually, sorry, Malloy was on the Mahomes for half a season.
I got
He
you.
went over to the Bald Beavers. Yeah, Malloy, of course, now captain of the Ricks Rollers. But I felt bad because Bald Beavers, it wasn't they didn't have a guaranteed spot. There was like one spot remaining
Sure.
for the 2022 season. And I was like, oh crap. It's like I felt bad. It's like basically they're not being shoved off, but basically kind of with this transition. If they're all gonna have to have a spot on the for the 2022 season. I was really worried because I felt horrible.
That was
luckily
a big
they did.
Stressor for
it was for me, even though they're no longer my teammates because
you still care about them.
Well, of course I care about them. Of course they were still friends and so forth. But luckily, the Bald Beavers did find a spot.
Yeah,
and luckily, Andrea Chavez, was is the captain of the Bald Beavers again because she did that in the past when the first Bald Beavers installation, installment back then. So thankfully they got a spot there in 2022, and look at them now. They're they're doing just fine. So
they pick up wins.
They do pick up wins. Yeah, glad they got their first win over first responders. First responders about a month ago. Yeah,
they've looked. First responders has looked pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean, they looked a whole lot better than we did. Ringers our first year. So
yeah. So it's just I think part of that is that because you were just by yourself at for the Ringers at least with Bald Beaver, that experience from previous years there.
That's true.
And all with the first responders, they have the Robinson's brothers, Kevin and Chris, his cat and other
Michael
people,
Shane
Baxter as well. So they have some experience. You are basically starting from scratch. You're like. This
isn't really a space to talk about me though.
Yeah, I know.
I want to get into your so the whole decision around retirement.
Yeah.
So it was mostly around. Did you know? Was there ever an inkling of I could play still, but I just don't want any of the responsibility? No. So tell me, was it body stuff?
It was body. As soon as the boot final in 2021 at Hobbs happened, because I wasn't supposed to originally play first base, but Tony Lamelli, I forgot he's another member of the Mahomies. He's now on Red Legs. Yeah, he tested positive for COVID. So he couldn't play. So I had to play first base. So I played throughout that season. I hardly played, and that was by design.
Yeah.
And the latter parts, of the Mahomes, like I hardly played, if at all, and that was by design because I didn't want to. So I had to play the entire game at first base. I only kicked once, and it was hot, and of course,
dying.
I wasn't dying, but I was like trudging along, but after the game, my whole left leg cramped up. Yeah. It was like I felt paralyzed. So after that game, I went into my car, turned on the engine, put on AC on full blast, and just sat there for 30 minutes until my leg felt more normal. Yeah. So as soon as that happened, I knew right then there was I'm done. Yeah. I'm done retiring.
That was
as far as being my last kickball game as a player. And also being a captain, I knew I was I'm done there.
I would imagine you were kind of thinking about that during the season.
Yeah, I was. I was thinking you know what? It has nothing to do with the Mahomes, the players. Yeah, they were great. It's more like what I could give as captain is there's not much more I could give as captain. For the future season, I knew it there. But playing, I knew I was done. Even though it wasn't an actual injury, it was just a cramp. Right, I knew that by the shape I was in, I knew I was done, and I knew it right away. And but ever since people talk to me oh Cougar, I bet you want to play again. And there's zero itch to play,
really
zero, and that's rare for everyone.
Yeah,
everyone that retires. You think about the season after, the vast majority would say, oh, I still got it in me. Yeah, I can still go, or even 2 or 3 seasons I still got it in me. I can still go.
My dang knee,
or my age, or
exactly.
or life outside kickball where prevented me. But I'm one of very few, maybe if not the only one. And as soon as I retired, I ever since I've had zero inkling, zero itch to play again.
Sure.
The only time I played again is we got our butts beat by Love Garden in a makeup game, and they got kicked once, and it was so pathetic. It was over the YC3, and they pushed me.
I played in that game. I think that was 22, right?
Yeah, but we were playing Love Garden. Yeah, I didn't play. It's it was already a run rule victory.
Right, exactly.
So it was just scrimmaging, and they pushed me to play on my final kick once.
Sure.
And it was a pathetic kick to first base. I should have been caught, but first baseman didn't care. I do.
Man, you say there's no itch to play, but it sounds like that last kick you had, your last.
No, they did push me. Fine,
kick, but...
No, it wasn't official. Fine, I'll humor you. I'll kick. And I looked at it, I was like. And that's why I'm retired.
All right.
Yeah.
But hey, Tropics really doing great.
Yep,
You've
yep.
been their sponsor, their
Yep.
Papa Bear. For,
Yeah,
for the
I would
last,
say so.
what is
Yeah.
it, 3 years, 4 years?
4 years now,
4
fourth
years now?
season of the KBC Tropics,
So yeah,
correct?
tell me about the Tropics adventure.
Well,
Because a lot of it is
yeah.
mentoring the Pendry boys.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So it's mentoring. So
I mean, you know.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Right,
You
yeah.
were
They
there
don't
the first
need a
season.
lot of mentoring.
Yeah,
but
well,
you know, you're a guiding hand
Right.
for them.
You were there for the first season for the Tropics. Therefore, so really, it's just like it's more like baptism by fire for the Pendries as being a captain. Because
definitely.
here's the thing: even though being captain for 7 years, Reese retired. I had like zero input on what they had to do on the field.
Sure, yeah.
And that was by design.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? You guys got to figure it out
Yeah.
on your own. Now, if you need advice, cool. Ask me. I'm here. But so they figured a lot of the stuff on their own.
Yeah.
The Tropics, they brought. So the following season, 2021, this fall ball, they had all their friends, the fall ball team. Of course, it was guess what the name of the fall ball team was?
Cougars.
The Cougars, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
with my
baby.
face on the damn shirt there.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh gosh,
I remember it.
I do too, unfortunately. But it was basically start anew, growing pains with all these young players, new players there, including yourself. They're just trying to figure things out. And first season, good season, 6-4.
Beat Free State in the
Beat
playoffs.
Free State in the first round, yeah. Got our brains beat by Love Garden in the second round.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, and then and the walk-off loss, unfortunately, to Red Lion in the quarter, the I guess the quarterfinals of the Twain.
Heck of a first season.
It was a heck of a first season. It was. Later on, they pick up new players. The Chanels, Aaron and Brett, they came from the Ball Beavers
Who are
there.
now key pieces.
Oh, that's Lawrence Shirt Factory. Huge pieces for them, yeah. And they're really tougher schedule, really good. 6-4. And then we beat was it Asteroid Head? I think it was Asteroid Head we beat. Yeah, it was. No, we did beat Asteroid Head there. And then lost in the walk-off to Red Legs in the second round over YC4. And then lost in the and then in the first round of the Twain, we beat Free State. And then in the semifinals of Twain, we lost our Honey Badgers.
Yeah.
So really good season.
Yeah.
But then in 2023, 4 season.
2-8.
Huh?
2-8.
2024 season went 2-8. A lot of new players. I mean, a lot of new players. Unfortunately, week 3, Matt got hurt with his broken wrist. And that was a tough season, going 2-8. A really tough schedule, really, really tough schedule because of how we did the previous season. Of course, lost to Rick Rollers in the first round, beat Run Rule and the LFK Rays, and then lost in the Twain quarterfinals to Red Lion.
Yeah.
But all this going to go to the Tropics. Just real quickly, via the sponsor, it was great because I sit back.
It's like being a grandparent.
It is like being a grandparent. It's less stress.
Yeah.
You're so right, Brooks. Less stress. I see things going on, and then wins and losses. Well, they didn't bother me back then as kind of wins and losses, but even more so,
now.
it doesn't bother me as much because it's not on me.
Yeah.
It's not my decisions. It's this, and this. Winning is third base coach, so as a sponsor for me is great. Obviously not playing and cramping my whole body up, and mentally it's less stress.
Yeah.
So sponsor, it's been great, and seeing the Pendries just grow as captains and as young people.
Yeah, man.
Because as as captain, you're a captain, but you're also a leader of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
So
curate this sort of environment for the entire team as well.
precisely right. And what they're trying to do is trying to their own stamp on the team. They want to win, especially with younger players. I get it, but you also have to manage people as well, which they've never done before as captains prior at the Mahomies. So they got to figure that out on the fly. And I could tell those two everything until I'm blue in the face. But until they actually experience it,
Yeah,
then you don't
man.
get it.
Hey, it's
so
a miracle anyone learns anything at all.
exactly. So I don't. My basically hands. I was like, you know what? You got to figure out because just find your own voice.
Yeah.
And they've done a really good job finding their own voice.
Yeah. You've
as
done
being a
remarkably
captain.
empowering them,
Yeah.
too. So
That's all you can do is empower. Exactly. Yeah.
man, hey, I appreciate. I mean, it's been a magical journey. Up
Yeah.
to now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It sounds like we've got another 25 years in us on the kickball field.
I don't know if I'll still be around there in 25 years.
Yeah, hey.
If anything,
You'll
if
be
anything,
Rick out there.
Well, if anything, I'll be out there leaning in my walker
Right.
and doing the 7th inning stretch. I'll be out.
Everybody up!
Everybody out! Exactly. I'll be more than happy
Yeah,
to do
tell me
that.
about how that started. Doing the
Oh, the
seventh inning
7th inning
stretch at Hobbs.
Well, at Hobbs, you have to be part of a crowd.
Yeah.
And I don't know how
It's
the
just like Cougar's
idea
got
came.
the loudest voice.
I do the loud, well, I'm yelling and so forth.
Sure,
but
yeah.
I don't know how the idea came about. I did the 7th inning stretch. I don't know, but I
You
think
do it every week now.
I do every week. Yeah, it just came about like, you know what? Because we've covered the game of the week, under the lights, primetime games for these two teams, we should do a 7th inning stretch like you do in baseball games.
Yeah.
And so I did the 7th inning stretch all by my own. What's funny? So I don't know how I got started. I just did it.
Ran down there onto the field halfway through the game.
I guess
I
guess I did.
And then everyone's like, "Oh, we liked that."
Yeah, we liked
Cougar,
that.
Are you gonna run onto the field again this week?
I guess that happened. What's funny about the 7th inning stretch, Brooks, is that at one point they tried to change the lyrics.
Yeah, I've seen that old material. I think it was from a championship game or
something like that. Yeah. So it was a credit to Jackie Becker, of course, of Voos, and then Sean Wilson, who is the captain of Rockets.
Right, on Rockets.
They changed the lyrics there, which I looked at because it makes more cater to the KVKL league itself. It made more sense. The problem is that how are you going to get all these people out there
to sing it?
Not only read it, sing it, but then bring it out every single week and use those lyrics. So, A for effort to both Jackie and Sean for making it happen. But I know realistically,
somewhere out there is an official KVKL.
There's the documentation.
7th inning stretch.
There
song.
is the lyrics.
Yeah, take me out of the ball.
Exactly,
game,
but KVKL style.
It's somewhere out there.
I seen it recently, years back.
Yeah,
but I haven't seen it since.
You're really involved with the league, man. Like you do, a lot with, not just on top of you as like a person in this league, like all the podcast stuff. Tell me about like all your analytics, like your RPI. Tell me about how long you've done the RPI.
I've done the RPI since 2007.
Yeah.
So it came about because I've been a big sports fan all my life and so forth. And I thought to myself, like one week, it's like, I don't know what it was, like middle of 2007, as I thought to myself, we should have a rating system.
A rank,
like because like now it's gotten more competitive. Like it's like, how are we gonna know like how good these teams are? So I studied more online what the RPI is and what the formula is. And I use it more towards KVKL. Now the original RPI for college basketball, they had a home field advantage and this and that. Obviously, there's no home field in the KVKL. It's all neutral sites,
right? Because
it's all neutral sites.
Yeah.
So I just did the formula, I tinkered with it, and I've done it every. I always do it like whenever it's like week 7 of the season. That's when I start the RPI. When I did with the
is that because of pool play in the past?
Yes, pool play. I wait until after the second game of pool play by the old schedule ways, which is week 7, to do the RPI. That way you have like the first 5 games, whatever.
You get that.
It's just
whatever.
when you get
it could be a wash.
Right. And with the rank play, after the first 2 games you've won or lost and so forth, that's where you get a better idea where to rank them. And that's why I did the RPI from week 7 through 10. And I've done it ever 2007 since. And I don't know if you know this, or many people know this, but I don't use an Excel spreadsheet to do this. It is all by hand.
Really?
I have every team schedule where wins and losses, okay?
Yeah.
And then after week 7, I have every team schedule on a piece of paper, and write it down, and then I tabulate the wins and losses for obviously for their own team.
Yeah.
And then the records for their opponents, not including the actual game result. and then do the opponent and their opponent's game results as well, and their records as well.
Yeah.
I do it all by hand. It takes me hours to do it. And I've been told by other people like Cougar, you
You could do this.
you know you can do an Excel spreadsheet, right?
Yeah.
That's true. First of all, I'm a computer idiot.
Hey, it's for the love of the game.
It's a labor of love.
Of the game.
Yeah,
it's a labor of
yeah,
love.
it is. But I'm a computer idiot. I can barely use Excel spreadsheet.
Hey, I'm
even bare bones.
I'm a little bit of a computer idiot. Too, just
Oh no,
between you and me.
you're much better than I am. So
okay.
as far as Excel spreadsheet, I can figure it out. It's like, you know what? I've been doing it by hand, all these years. I'll just stick with it.
Yeah.
The only time I use any sort of technology is my graphing calculator, my TI-86. If you remember those in high school, it's TI-83. I had 86. That makes me fancy. I don't know. And then I calculate the RPI that way, just that way.
Yeah.
as
So
numbers.
you said you started this in 2007.
Yes.
First Blood assembles a super team
In 08.
2008.
Yes.
Cougar, you put the first big ol' log on the fire that fueled First Blood and that next tier of competition in this league.
I don't know if that had any correlation of First Blood forming because of the RPI.
I'm throwing it out there.
You're throwing it out there.
I'm throwing it out there.
Oh, that's fun.
Did First Blood assemble to?
Because the RPI. Yeah. So yeah.
If you guys know.
Yeah.
If you know.
Yeah. But yeah, every time I do RPI on the website every year, I always make sure I did the blog, Sundays in the Park blog. It explained what the RPI is. One step by step. That way, I know exactly what it is. And then I had a reference to some website, Kempom, Kempom's been there for decades.
Yeah.
What the RPI is. That way, people can go to reference to see what the hell the RPI is all about without having me explain every single time.
Right.
RPI. Here's the way it goes. And you click the link if you want to read it. And also reference like website link, you see what's it about.
Yeah.
Explain exactly what the RPI is in layman's terms, or it's try to in layman's terms.
So take me through the podcast.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of different podcasts over the years.
Mm-hmm.
They've done this weekly KVKL podcast for how long?
Oh boy. Gosh. Like 17, 18 years. Like I said, Aaron Adams.
Aaron is an original host.
Aaron was the original.
Right?
She was. Yeah, Aaron was the original host with myself. Yes.
With
me, and
At
also
the very
and Gavin Lessig.
like in 2007.
It's something like that. And Gavin Lessig, formerly of the Lawrence Journal World.
Yeah.
We were in this little cubicle.
Really?
It's like this, like we're sitting right now, the studio. It's like this little cubicle. There's 3 mics, and we talked about each game, or we preview each game. It's just the 3 of us.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's no audience. It's inside the Lawrence Journal World.
Yeah.
That's it.
That
back
was
then.
it.
That was it.
Back
Yeah.
then.
Every week. And then a few years later, CJ Kai.
Whose idea was it?
Was not my idea.
But they asked you to be on it.
They asked me to be on it. Yeah. So I wish it might have been Aaron's idea of the podcast. Like, I have no idea. They asked me to be on it.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't my idea. When I heard about this podcast idea, I was like, yeah, we could do this.
Yeah.
We could do this. Yeah. But I don't know whose idea it was to do the podcast. But over the years, the venues have changed. We went from the Lawrence Journal World here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to the Lawrence Arts Center here.
Yeah.
The classrooms. And also the auditorium downstairs. The first time we did it over a live audience was over at Replay, and I would like to say it was 2000, maybe it was 10.
Yeah.
Over there. We did it on a live audience outside at Replay.
So then you transitioned to always doing live.
Yes, live in front of an audience.
Right.
Correct. Different venues that we went to.
Which I think is a really cool change.
Love it. Yeah, it's just great. At first
it's tough to figure out transportation of everything,
all the
and
equipment,
the logistics of the equipment. Yeah,
precisely. But ever since we did a replay at the end of the year, we had all this bantering from the audience and talking about it, which I loved.
Right.
I know some people it's distracting. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
And ever since they did it live in front of a live audience, it was great. Oh, I apologize. Before we did a replay, we also did it at Sam Bunnyfield's house.
Okay.
Yeah, he and his wife, used to play for late fees.
Okay.
So we always did it at his house. He was a producer, and we all did that. Sean Wilson was also of the Rockets, was also
Right.
part of the podcast as well years ago. So that's another venue we did over as his house.
Yeah.
But over the years, I went to Replay, and then we always did at Jazz House all these years.
Yeah.
All these years, and they had drink specials for that Tuesday for everyone that convened, so forth. We're all on this stage, which, at first it's a little nerve-wracking,
Sure.
And what's funny for the guests is it's nerve-wracking because you're all elevated on the stage, they're all looking at you.
Yeah.
But then, obviously you have alcohol because it calm your
Sure.
nerves. But then, when you're talking kickball, once it gets rolling, then
Yeah,
you're just
it's like you forget
just
it
talking to
all.
friends.
Yeah,
That's all
exactly.
it is. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but you had the Jazz House and other venues. Went to Harbor Lights as well.
Yeah.
We had outside the patio there, and we went upstairs over to Louise's outside patio there as well.
Yeah.
Over the years,
Yeah, it's been all over.
It's been all over. We've had at Rick's place. We've had at, of course, Red Lion.
Right.
We've had R Bar, and trying to think of any other venues we've ever had. I think that's
Johnny's.
Johnny's as well. Thank you. So we had Johnny's as well. I'm trying to think of other venues we ever had at that. I think that's about it.
Man, all over town though.
All over town, yeah.
Pod is painting the town red,
yeah.
man.
It's great.
So over the years, we've had a couple of other. I know Simon Skinner used to have a podcast.
Yeah, he and David Owens, formerly of Woo's, the Birthday Bros podcast.
The
Correct.
Birthday Bros.
Yes, he did.
What are some other podcasts that have maybe come and gone? I know right now we've got Pirate Pod.
Pirate Pod with Bryson Stricker
Yeah.
from WOG. Of course, you have the Kifa podcast. They have it always at a secret location. We know where it is. Every year. Yeah. And of course, Cougar After Dark podcast with me, which is after the Week 10 podcast every year. As far as other podcasts, I don't think there was any other ones I can think. No, I don't think that's it.
Yeah.
And the Birthday Bros, they did that for several seasons. Because they had the same birthday, both Simon Skinner and David Owens.
That's fun.
Yeah, so that was cool. I've been on appearance of it once, and I guess what the subject was, RPI.
Yeah.
Yeah, just talk about the RPI wasn't
Of
about.
course.
Yeah, so, but
it's awesome to see like an entire network.
Yeah.
Of people, you'll see blog posts or rankings, people who do, all sorts of different stuff to contribute to this league.
Yeah, like Seth Sanchez, the AP poll. Yeah,
Right,
absolutely. Before that, it was I think Curtis McCoy, Candlepans. He did the AP poll as well, and then his teammate Justin. I forgot his last name. He used to play for Chalmers. He did the rankings as well, so that they all do the AP poll together and so forth.
So take me to Cougar After Dark. How did that get started?
Cougar After Dark. It started back in 2011.
Okay.
And I guess it was that each podcast at Week 10 is that it ran long because basically it was not from wherever time it was not only the Week 10 recap, but also the postseason preview of the tournament. Yeah. So I guess I came with the idea would have a separate podcast where I was the host of the postseason tournament preview podcast. Yeah, exactly. The Cougar After Dark name, I did not come with that name. I think it was.
It's a great name.
Thank you.
It's a great name.
I think CJ Kai might have come with that name because he was also the host of the podcast as well. But I think he came up with the name, and we started it in I think it was Harbor Lights.
Yeah,
we did the Cougar After Dark podcast. Only 1 year that I missed the podcast. The Cougar After Dark podcast was 2012. I had some work-related stuff in St. Louis for a hotel. So that was the only year I missed it. But they still had the show go on. And I think I came on, I phoned in for appearance. I think it's 2012, 2013. But we did it ever since. Different peoples have come in to do it. I'm trying to remember who came in. Let's see. Darren Belt.
Yeah.
I think he used to be on the Love Garden and Lawrence Shore Factory franchise. Former commissioner as well. That is correct. Chelsea Scanlon has come on once as well. She's of Screamers.
Yeah.
Also have Mike Grandy of the Ghost franchise.
Yeah.
because he was the coach for a while, and of course his wife Diana Pergrande, she was commissioner of the
Really?
KVKL.
Okay,
Yes, she
yeah.
was. So he came on for years as well. Others came as well. Scott Stewart, our webmaster, of I guess the Who's
Another
franchise
former
commissioner,
commissioner, right?
commissioner, correct? Yep.
Yeah.
He came on as a guest as well, and then over there, CJ Kai came on, and then the ones that are currently there, what was there as Tim Frederickson. He used to be on my former teammate, the homies. They went to Johnny's Tavern. He used to be on as well, but now currently on Cougar After Dark, you have Sean Meredith, of course, of WOG. You have Seth Sanchez of Free State, Alex Hammond of D Holes, and Ben Hutnick of Red Lion.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones that on the panel as well. So it's just talk our nerdiness about stats and analytics, like so forth, to doing the preview, all that.
Yeah.
It's definitely the longest podcast. For some people, it's not exactly their favorite, which I totally
I love it.
I totally
love
understand
it.
why some people may not like that. But but either way, I have a lot of fun doing it, and the other four, they have a lot of fun doing it as well. So yeah.
Well,
Great.
I love to talk kickball. I could talk
Oh, yeah.
kickball all day.
Yeah.
And I love, like you've said, that we're in a community where just so much of us, build each other up, continue to, build up this incredible thing that we all contribute to together. So.
Absolutely. It's just we were talking earlier that this league is like, I never thought, from the very beginning, this league is this huge community of people and contributing to the city itself, especially the local charities, and someone like the East Lawrence Neighbor Association being part of it as well.
Yeah,
I mean, it is phenomenal what this has come to. Like I said, not just some regular.
Like 5 or 6 years, we've given over $10,000 or something.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, it's unfathomable. You think $10,000? I'm like, Jesus, it's like, I don't even know if I have $10,000 in my bank account. Seriously, right. It's like, sheesh. Yeah. But that much money, it's given the local charities to help this city and people in general in need. I mean, it is absolutely phenomenal, and it's a credit to the board, the commissioner, and everyone in this community. It doesn't matter if it's like someone who's a 20-year veteran like myself, or Aaron Adams, or Adam Patterson of JB's Califusion, or Leslie from Red Lion, or someone who just joined the league this year.
Right.
Everyone has a part of it, to be part of the community and contribute to this league, and it's phenomenal.
When that random KJHK manager. You had no idea what you're getting into.
I didn't. I thought to myself, it's like I had nothing to do in the summer. It's like kickball. Like, oh, sounds like fun.
I love it.
Let's just do it. Yeah, exactly.
So I'm wanting us to take a moment to sort of transition from talking about the past to talk about to spending some time on the future.
Sure.
But the last thing I want to sort of ask you about looking backward is, are there any folks or any teams or individuals, whoever, who don't play in KVKL or maybe gone, who you want to take some time to give like a special shout out to?
I do. Especially the ones that are, I hate to be morbid about this, are just basically no longer with us.
Sure.
One is Amy Ziegler. She was a captain of the East Siders back in 2010. When I was part of the team there, at the time, I was off from, I was looking for a team. I was basically nowhere to go, because the first week I had no team.
Yeah.
Zero. So I was like,
don't even know what you're doing.
Don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, it's hard to believe. Yeah, Cougar, there was one team where I was basically teamless. It was the first week of 2010. And then Amy saw that I have teamless and brought me in. And part of this team with the East Siders. By the way, the former teammate there is Nick Devon, now of Invictus Fitness. He was a former teammate there. He's still playing the league there.
Yeah.
But no, she was great. Great person, great captain. No longer with us. For her to take me in, I mean, that was huge. Another one to shout out for is no longer with us is Dana Shoop. And in case you didn't see it here, and I'd like to bring this up to the homies. So if you look at the shirt,
Yeah, I got it.
yeah, so you see next to the C is DS, and that's for Dana Shoop. I hate to, so what happened was is that back in 2000, I think it's 18 or so, 17 or so forth, middle of the season, he suffered a heart attack and died. And this happened on a Saturday, and great guy. Like he used to be on Channel 6, not the same time I was. Great person, the nicest guy out there. Good kickballer. He was my assistant captain, and like he was one of those that basically was the real calming influence for me. In case you know about me, I can be a little bit ratty as far as like I'll yell and so forth. I can be in a tizzy and
little intense
and so forth, and my brain is like spinning sickles and this thing. But he was really the calming influence about especially strategy. It's like, Cougar, just trust me on this. If we do it this way, we're gonna be fine. At first, I was resistant because I was used to doing hands-on on everything.
Yeah.
But he told me about this. Like, you know what, Cougar, just trust me on this. We're gonna be fine. If there's a mistake, you don't have to basically give people the hair dryer treatment and basically like and so forth, like yell at them. Like, I get it. So he was there. So he was awesome.
Someone who changed how you think a lot.
He did. Yeah. Not being quite as intense, hands on and so forth. He passed away like in the middle of the season. And then like I asked the team before we played Liberty Hall, Edgewood, East, if they want to play or suspend the game.
Yeah.
And all of them wanted to play in honor of Dana. So we all we played that game. We won, and actually had my best game ever playing. I had to play. It was amazing. Coincidental with the first game after Dana passed away. So he was a special person, and those old veterans of our like Aaron and all that, they knew how special a person Dana was. Yeah. And how awesome he was, and how he's dearly missed. And each game, I always hang his old jersey of the homies. Yeah. Every game on a clothes hanger on our fence. Yeah. Every game, along with our team flag. Keep him with us. And I always have the DS number 10 also on the flag as well in remembrance of him. So yeah. So shout out to him. Is definitely no longer on Earth, but it will always be remembered. Looking down on us and so forth.
If only you could see what we're doing now.
I know. I wish so too. Another one no longer with us on my team was Derek Zarda. Was on the KJHK. Yeah. Back in 2000. Come on, Jason. Talk about 2006 and 5 and 6. Really good guy. Good kickballer as well. Another shout out to him. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us there. So, the other ones have passed on, unfortunately. Jim Bob of the Ghost. Yeah. And there's others I'm missing. Of course, unfortunately, we lost Austin Wagner of Johnny's, that car accident as well. And trying to think of others we've lost. It's just those are the shout out to those people who are no longer with us because and we had a bench that had our names on it. Unfortunately, I got scrubbed off from that on the bench right there, right field of Hobbs. Yeah. So, but it's just those are the ones that shout out to because
and this league is a candle that we burn for them too.
Absolutely, no question, no question. Yeah. So
thank you for that.
Of course.
So I want to look at the future.
Sure.
What excites you about where KVKL is moving toward? Where do you think we're going?
Right.
And what do you think? What gets you excited about that?
What gets me excited is that in this league there's a more influx of young people who are new into the league. Yeah. Who are playing more years in the league that will take the torch from us into the future into the league. Obviously, sometimes when you're in the league like the KVKL, sometimes you play in a game and you don't come back again. Or sometimes you play in a year, don't come again. Because life happens or whatever it may be. So what excites me in the future is that there's a decent amount of like young people who are in their 20s who love the league, who I feel confident enough that once like us older heads, as far as like want to relinquish the control of the league, be on the board and charities and so forth, that they'll be able to understand, be ready to take that torch and mantle into the future. A lot of the young people, and then not just the ones that on the Tropic as well, other teams as well, the young people that are obviously they're good kickballers, but they're good people as well.
Yeah,
and understand what the league's about.
Starting to see them give back.
Yeah, trying to give back, exactly. So that's what excites me in the league. That it's not like when we all like are hang up our cleats or retire and so forth, that we're fearing that the league's basically going to
Were you
cease
ever
to
worried
exist.
about that?
Was I ever worried? A little bit. Because I had no idea as far as when I being in the middle of the 2010s, it's like, and I always worried to myself.
We're talking like 10 to maybe like 14, 15.
Like 14, like 14 on, as captain and so forth. I'm thinking to myself, oh gosh, it's like what's going to happen when we're done?
Huh.
It's like when we're like done playing and so forth. It's like who's going to take over the league? It's like. Is that going to be the end of us? Is the league going to cease to exist when we're done playing? So that's where I started to worry. Not all the time, but at times it just creeped in my head.
Yeah, sure.
From time to time. So that was a little bit of worry there. So, but it's 10 years later, it's more at ease because you have the younger people who you seem to be ready to take the mantle.
Yeah.
From us older heads. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah, man.
Yeah.
And what a league to, have on your plate, essentially.
Yeah.
Just to see what's been built over the years. I feel
Of
like
course.
I've said this in one way or another like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Up to this point.
Yeah.
Just to see how everyone has sort of brought their own contribution. Whether there's someone who's played one game, one season, or has been here for all of it.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to thank you.
Yeah, of
for
course.
being here
Absolutely.
today, spending some time talking with all of us.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to ask if you had any final thoughts that you wanted to spend some time to share.
No, it's just I've always been humbled and it's been an absolute pleasure and privilege to be part of this league. It's just and I do mean this sincerely, not just because the camera's right in front of me. Is that even though I've been part of this league for 20 some odd years, is that I never felt that even though that I may be more well known and my face is down there than others, like I never part of that. I was bigger than the league. I figured that like we all had to be caretakers of this this league. Stewardship is right. Exactly right, Brooks. Is that, and I do truly feel that I'm humbled. People you be kind words about me and so forth. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I always maintain this mentality, is that even though I've been this year for 20 some odd years, I'm not bigger than the league.
Yeah.
No one is. It's like all I can do, the best of my ability, is be a caretaker for this league and keep showing up and just do anything possible to make this league better and to continue on. And it's just people like, oh, Cougar, you could do this. I'm like, no, that's not. I don't want to do that because other people have other ideas and want to contribute as well. And like you said before, it could be just one game being in the league, or it could be like 20 years. Like we all have this part to contribute, to be a caretaker of this league and for present, and then have it moving forward. And I am just really appreciative and humble to be part of that.
Yeah.
Because I'm just a small cog in this big old league. I really am, and it's just like. And these other veterans that like I said,
I think you'll find the teeth on your cog dig into a lot of different people too.
Oh well,
it's like you look back after doing something for 20 years.
Yeah,
and
as long as it helps to empower them to think for themselves and what they can do, help this league better and then move forward. That's all I can ask for me. I don't want to tell people that being a veteran for 20 years, I know this and this and this is how it should be run. Gosh, no. gosh, no, that is
Yeah.
not what the case is.
Yeah.
If anything, if it, just like I said, to empower people to do their part, have the confidence,
their
and
part and
contribute,
do the
to
best they
contribute.
can.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, it's like 20 some odd years. The league's great, and however many years I'll still be in this league, I have no idea. But whatever that time comes where I'm no longer in this league, like, it will not go in vain. I will
Yeah.
always be appreciative of this. It's going to be a huge part of my life because, yeah, it's all the people. It really is the people over the years, teammates, opponents. They've all become, you all become great friends of mine, and just because you're all just wonderful, wonderful people in this city, in this community, in this league. It's great. So I'm just humbled by it. It's just, yeah. So
Well, Cougar, I really appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
Talking with all of us.
Yeah.
I feel like we could go on for another like 2 hours.
We could,
honestly.
yeah, we could, yeah.
But
yeah.
I want to be mindful of the runtime too.
Sure.
I wanted to thank you for coming out. I want to thank you guys watching at home. Just a reminder, I'm joined today by Cougar, Jason Hwang. My name's Brooks Robertson. This was the Kick Down Memory Lane podcast, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.